Okay, so good morning, everyone. Um, Al will be joining me here. Just one second. Uh, Hi, Al. How are you? Good morning.
Josie, good morning. Thanks for having me on. Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday.
Yeah. So I want to start by saying, before we start, Al, yesterday I had a conniption fit. It wasn't very good and it's not a good look. I took that video down simply because I shouldn't be screeching and ranting and raving like that. But, I just can't help it. Sometimes, you know, people push you to that point, which is what Piggy Smalls did. Now, even though I took that video down, I would like to reiterate a little bit more calmly what I said yesterday, and also adding.
Hold on a second, Josie. Call the cops. What are you bringing me into here? What's
Oh no,
that Josie this morning. We were going to do a show, and it's like, you ready to go? And she got me up and going. And first
yeah,
up,
there you go.
and now call the cops. What's the story?
Yeah, call the cops is MRE's. I stole it from MRE. He he does that all the time and has that little whirring sound. Call the cops.
I think I saw MRE in the chat. Hey, MRE, you up for a debate this morning?
Oh my God. Oh God, no. Yeah, and that's another thing, because yesterday I was so mad I didn't even get to the chat. So if anyone wants to say anything, they can. I'll get to the chat in just a minute. But essentially, I want to reiterate what I said yesterday. Now, when Chicago Muscle, started his channel, he was the only one. When Tony Pizza was calling me all those filthy, disgusting names, he was the only one that came out in my defense, publicly. Now, there were people behind the scenes that called me and said, "Are you okay?" Stuff like that. And I think another person, Mike Squiggles, Code of the Streets, he, said publicly, but that was essentially it. Chicago Muscle really went to bat for me. And I don't like when they go after him at all, because he's a good guy. You can see, what he does. You know what I mean? How you can't, a blind man can see it, and they go after him. They go after his valor. They go after all kinds of shit simply because, he defends us women on here, as well as, other people. The other person that I forgot about in my rage was MRE. MRE also has defended me, against Piggy Smalls. He showed his video. He showed how he was talking, because he generally takes them. He does that and then he takes them down, but MRE and NB actually capture it. So both of them have backed me as well, as far as he's concerned. And in my rage I forgot to say that. But ultimately, at the end of the day, my main rage was at Tony Soflo for platforming, Tony Pizza. What I can't stand is when people play dumb. They were playing dumb. He's playing dumb, like, "Oh, I don't know what's going on. I haven't done my research." He has. I sent him the videos of Tony Pizza calling me those names. They're both, him and Nikki Blade are both well aware of what's going on, really. Nikki Blade has more, he seems to have more sense. But there's something really weird going on there. And let them, I'm leaving them to it. I'm leaving for Jamaica on Wednesday. I've got a lot of good things coming up. FBI, he always he always got something to say, he does. But one thing I am going to tell FBI: you don't tell me what I can say or not say. You do not run my channel, and I'll say whatever I want to say when I want to say it. You're not the boss of me. Okay.
Right. You just stole the words right out of my mouth. He's not the boss of you. Yeah.
No, he's not. And he sits up there. "You better keep mine and Shana's name out of your mouth." No, I'm not going to swear.
Well, you don't want to be mocking him and his wife. I mean, just leave him alone completely. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. But he never stops talking about me. He's obsessed with me. He says I'm jealous of his wife. One of the commenters, yeah, thank you. One of the commenters actually said she looked like Eileen Warnos, and she actually does. Remember the serial killer, the woman in Florida that was running around killing all those men? She looks like Eileen Warnos on a bad day. So he's got no business up here talking about anybody and their looks or anything else. He looks like just a big, fat, pasty-looking doughboy.
Right. It's not like you got Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie over there.
Exactly. You would. That's it. They think they're Mr. and Mrs. Smith. When they're Mr. and Mrs. Donuts is what they are. So here's the deal. You stop talking about me, I'll stop talking about you. I don't even, I'm not even going to give him the time of day. I said yesterday on Joey's show that, I would debate him. I would wipe the floor with him in any type of debate, and especially Shanna, it would be like eating a puppy.
You know what I'm going to pick out of Josie? These people that claim to be the debating kings, I bet none of them have ever been in a real debate in their life where you have a moderator and they ask questions and both sides answer the questions. Some of these guys, their idea of debating is just screaming at each other, and the guy that, has the loudest voice and gets the most words in wins the debate. That's not a debate.
Right. And, like they said, I informed him, you have a moderator and they ask you the same questions.
Yes.
And you simply answer them. Well, one of the commenters yesterday actually had a good idea. He said he'd love to see a debate with him and Jeff Nadeau. That would be an interest. I'd pay to see that. So maybe they can set that up, do like a pay-per-view. That would be a good one to see, because Jeff Nadeau would wipe the floor with him too. Anybody on here would wipe the floor with him. You would, anyone. He thinks he's the king of debating. He's the king of MobTube. He's the king of SlobTube. And that's all he is. It's
I'll be the first to tell you, I've never been in a debate in my life. So,
well, all it is, they ask you questions.
A real debate,
You're quick on your feet. You know how to come back. So anybody would wipe the floor with him. But I think that was a very good idea. Him and Jeff Nadeau in a debate, that would be great. So what else have we got going on? So that's the end of that, as far as I'm concerned. Him and his Eileen Warnos looking wife can kiss my ass, is what they can do. Okay? Kiss where the sun don't shine. I'm done with you. Okay? Done. You are not in my hemisphere anymore.
They shouldn't be in your hemisphere. You're a beautiful, intelligent woman. You don't have to listen to that shit. They just want your attention. That's the bottom line. I just ignore them.
Well, they're no longer getting it. So what's been going on with you? I heard you have a big interview coming up.
Well, I've been having a new show, The Straight Talker. I've been covering the case with Gonzalo Lira. It's the guy that's over in Ukraine, and he was covering the war over there.
Right.
And he seemed to be, he's definitely has ripped the Ukrainian government, the regime over there. And I'm like, what does this guy have, a death wish to be covering it that way? And then the Daily Beast did a hit piece on him back at the end of March, where they exposed him, and they actually contacted the Ukrainian government for an opinion. It's like, do you know about this guy? He's over there in Kharkov or whatever, and he's doing this piece. And he got then the government had their eye on him, and he has a YouTube channel that's grown very quickly to over 150,000 subscribers, people watching his show. So this guy's out there blasting, teeing off on Ukraine for the most part. And he's in Ukraine, and, Ukraine, they're known, I'm not pro-Russia, pro-Ukraine. I don't know the politics. I don't know what's behind all that attacks over there.
Right.
But this guy has been critical of the Ukraine government. And eventually, all of a sudden, lo and behold, he vanished from YouTube, where he had been covering the war almost every
Yeah, I
daily.
saw that. They thought he was dead, right?
Yeah, they thought he was dead. He was gone for a while, and it turned out he was picked up by the SBU, the secret police of Ukraine, and held for a week.
Oh,
And they didn't even let him speak out or anything for a week. And he just vanished. His family was like wondering. He has a wife and 2 young kids.
yeah.
Why would he do this? Take that kind of a chance?
Right.
But yeah, he was missing for a week, and then he resurfaced the other day. It turns out now they have the eye on him, and I don't know how they're monitoring him, but they took away his computer, they took away his phone, and they locked out. They changed the passwords to all of his accounts, so he can't get into his accounts. And now he's under investigation in Ukraine. So this guy going off there on YouTube, and he thinks he could say anything he wants. That should be a lesson to anybody. Now he's in hot water. So
Right.
he's under
Okay.
investigation, and who knows what they're going to pin on him after they go through all of his accounts.
What country is he from? He's
originally from Chile.
Oh, okay.
And he has dual citizenship in the United States and Chile. But basically amounts to Ukraine now taking this guy in, arresting a citizen. And
yeah.
So people are like saying, it's the U.S. or Chile, somebody should step in and get him the hell out of there. But who knows what's going to come of it? But this guy was talking, freewheeling it for a while there. And
I saw that. Anyway,
so now I might be having him on my show.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Because I've been covering him for a while, his plight, since the beginning. In the first opening days, like February 24th, the war kicked off, and then the 25th, and he's there with his cell phone, and he's going to the window, and has the sirens, sirens going off, the bomb sirens, and it's so he was taking us right, bringing it to the war to us, like right there from the middle of Ukraine.
Right. Well, I'm going to go.
Now it got him in trouble.
Okay, so I'm going to go to the chat, Al, because I didn't give him a chance yesterday. I just was so enraged. So I'll start at the top. Okay, BK Shaolin, how are you, sweetheart? I haven't seen you forever. When are you coming back? He said, we have tried to be reasonable with FBI and gun broke. Now it's time to take it to the next level. I am driving to PA to cornhole FBI and Shanna. They need to pay what they did to Josie. Cornhole. Oh, that's where you throw the thing into the hole, right? Hi, Nine. Hi, Mob Rats. How are you?
Mob Rats Exposed.
Yeah, and I want to thank Mob Rats. I in my rage, I completely forgot all about him. But no, he has come to my defense with Fat Bald Snitch. He really has, and I appreciate it. I do. Okay. Oh, BK, when you go into PA, I might join you, BK. We could all do a road trip. Hi, Mike Slick. How are you doing? I'm going next weekend, then I'm driving to Miami to cornhole. Tony Soflo. I mean, what do you think about Tony Soflo, Al? I mean, have you watched his show? I mean, I'm confused by him. Totally confused.
Not in a long time. When I saw one of his first shows where he had the animation and its trailer and that, I thought that was pretty slick. And the $1 million smile. He seemed to be a fun guy, but I haven't really followed up, so I don't know what's going on with him now. But I like the way he set up the opening to his show, and he seemed to be in an upbeat mood. That's as much as I know about him, really.
Right. Yeah, I'm just confused. I'm confused by the whole thing. And, I thought about it last night after Joey's show, and I just thought, why am I even trying to figure it out? You know what I mean? Why? What am I doing? And I've had several phone calls with some conspiracy theories, some, who knows? But, in really, what's the point of even trying to figure it out? I just need to get on and do what I'm going to do. You know, I'm
Well,
bringing
what kind of show does Tony SoFlo do? What does he have? Does he interview mobsters? Is it a mob? What kind of show is it?
Well, what he did, he came out in the beginning bashing FBI and somebody else. Lee. Yeah, you know, but yeah, verbally, FBI and Lee Cole. Then Lee reached out to him, so he left Lee Cole alone, and he was going after FBI. Then he had Jimmy Calandra on his show, and Jimmy asked him, you know, give FBI a chance, you know, you don't know him, etc., which is fair enough. You know, I get that part. And then the very next day, he switches completely up. FBI is suddenly, you know, the best thing since sliced bread. He's praising him all over the place. And then and then he goes after MRE and Chicago Muscle. You know, when basically, you know, my thing with him is, and whenever you say anything to him or you try and warn him or whatever, it's well, I don't know about that. I haven't done my research. You know, that shit's really old now. You know, everybody has their videos up, all the creators. Go watch a few of the shows, make your mind up from there. That's all I was saying. You know, it doesn't matter who he decides to align himself with. I couldn't care less. You know, if you've got to align yourself with someone, that's up to you. It's your channel. You do what you want on it. But be fair about it. You know, he's not being fair about it. Yesterday, he had Tony Pizza on there lying his ass off. Tony Pizza lied his ass off. He got up there and said, she came after my Sama, my wife. She's like my wife. Sama wouldn't piss on him if he were on fire. Okay? And I've spoken to Sama, actually spoken to her. She has she has a whole different story, right? And she actually reached out to me, not the other way around. Okay? But he's up there, oh, you know, no, the reason he came after me was because I defended Eileen Wuornos, fat bald snitch's wife. I defended her ass, you know, and I wish I hadn't bothered and wasted my time. And that's when he started calling me all those disgusting names and whatever. Sama came later down the road. And yeah, I did single her out because I knew that would be his Achilles heel, of course. You know, but he doesn't get to get up there and say whatever he wants about me and think that there's not going to be any comeback. And the same goes for FBI and his Eileen Wuornos looking wife. Okay? The same, it applies to them too. You don't get to get up here, say whatever you want, and think I'm not going to say something back or tell me what I need to do or not to do. They can kiss my ass, all three of them. Okay? Now, Carlos, Judge Josie, I want to personally apologize for some comments and clear up some false narratives being labeled by the bum in his car. It's all right, Carlos. It's water under the bridge. You know, I'm not a grudge bearer. I don't, you know, hold grudges at all. You know, it was what it was. That's what happened at the time. I'm glad you've got your own channel. I have yet to get over and take a look, but no, I wish you all the best. There's no hard feelings over here. Not at all. Okay. Let's see. Buster Jaime. Speaking of pizza, did you hear Pizza somehow go on to Joey Bay 8 Live last night using an MRE avatar? No, I didn't. After I got off the show, I hadn't eaten yet, so I went and got something to eat. And I saw a little bit. Well, I heard, I think it was that Grant Calder. I'm going to go back and watch the end because I think, didn't he get into some sort of dispute with Nikki Blade? I kind of heard a bit of it, but, you know, I didn't get to see it. And so I didn't see the end of it. No, I'm going to look today. Okay. Hi, Florida Attorney. Good morning, everyone. I have a virtual toke on me.
Hey, Florida Attorney.
Yeah. Yeah.
Weed is actually legal in New York now. I think now you can actually buy it at centers. Jeez.
Yeah. Mike Slick Ho, what was that? Okay, BK says, Buster, they will either put up or shut up. I would gladly go to prison for a couple of years to avenge Josie.
Get the hell out of here.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. This is bigger than you or me. It's about honor and code of the streets. No, I totally get what he's saying, but please don't do that. Oh my God. Let's see. Okay. Lock your windows and close your doors.
Anthony Ramondi.
Mike Slick said, BK, I don't doubt you for 1 minute, buddy. I told Joe if he pulls up to York, count me in, I'm there. But after thinking about it, you really want to do this, buddy? Just looking out, he will call the cops. Of course he will. Of course he will. That's what he does. Hi, XXX. That's what he does. You know, that's his go-to. You know, call the cops, as MRE says. Oh my God. Oh, 9 says MRE don't say hello to him anymore. I don't know. Raymundi. Okay. Let's see. Mike, I will hold FBI and gun broke down so that you can cornhole them.
So
Josie,
you set
enough,
trip, Josie, you all set to go? When are you leaving, Wednesday?
Yeah, on Wednesday. I've got to go around and pick up Wild Bill. He's coming with me. I told you about him, didn't I? I did it. He's, my neighbour lives over there, so he's all excited. In fact, I'm going to go over there later. I've got some paperwork because going now is fine. You know, you don't have to have all that crap, COVID crap and whatever. But coming back, you do. You've got to have a test before you come back, and you have to fill out like an attestation.
Did you ever have the COVID test?
The test?
Where they stick the thing in your nose?
I've had about, oh my God, I've had about 20 of them.
Oh, really? Does it hurt?
Yeah.
I've never had it.
No, it doesn't hurt. It's not pleasant. And it depends who does it. You know what I mean? I mean, now that they can do it in your throat, they can do it other ways. But the nasal thing, it's not pleasant, but, you know, for 2 seconds, it's uncomfortable, if you will. But I've had about 20 of them. You know, this time of year, I get really bad allergies.
Okay, and plus you're in the medical profession, so I guess you would have to, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then, you know, I've been around people with it, and I've had, like, colds, and as soon as you get a cold or any type of symptom, it's very similar to COVID. So I've had about 20 tests, you know.
Get this, I remember when the testing was first coming out, and Cuomo was the governor of New York here, and so he was going to take the COVID test like live on TV, right? Just to show that it's nothing. So they took the thing, they put it in his nose, and he was like, and then he's like, oh yeah, nothing at all. But you could see the guy was like, you know,
you know what it is? It's the anticipation. You know, like you're sitting there, you're waiting for them to do it. It's the anticipation of it.
David Cameron. Hi, David.
Yeah, hi, David. How are you? Thank you. Florida attorney. Good morning, Al. Does the winner of the Florida Derby have a shot at winning the Kentucky Derby?
I have to take a look at that. What's the name of that horse, Florida attorney? I haven't been watching as close as I should, but I will be doing a Kentucky Derby show with Vinny, and Robert Finaro of The Sopranos is going to be joining us again, and we're going to be doing a Kentucky Derby show.
Have you ever been to the Kentucky Derby?
No. Have you?
No.
Josie? No.
But
you met the Queen at what? The Royal Ascot?
No, it was at Newmarket. I used to live. Hi, Redzilla. I used to live very close to the racetrack. And so we would go at random, and in the morning, you know, they would be warming up the horses and taking them around. And this happened to be a race day, and it was like early morning. It was really like there was like a mist, and all the horses came out. It really is like a beautiful sight to see, you know. And me and a friend, we were walking across the field to go to the entrance. And there was this couple walking towards us, you know, and the lady, she was short. She had like a headscarf tied on. She had Wellington boots on and one of those green jackets. And as we got closer, she said, good morning, fine day for it. and my mouth fell open. It was the Queen. It was the Queen and her trainer, you know. And I said, yes, it is. Good morning, ma'am, you know, and went on. And I said to my friend, oh, my God, we didn't curtsy. You know, you're supposed to curtsy. I forgot.
I was shocked that she is such a heavyweight in the horse racing game, and
Oh,
she's
my
one
God.
of the biggest horse racing fans and owners in the world.
She has like a slew of horses. You know, that's part of their, you know, throughout history, they've always had horses and riding and hunting, you know, and stuff like that. You know, the hunt, which now they've completely, in a way, I kind of, you know, I don't like when the dogs rip a fox apart. So now it's like a false little rabbit or some crap, you know. But I think they're trying to ban the hunt in England.
Okay, I got a little bit of a horse racing story.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Saratoga in upstate New York, Saratoga Springs? They have New York racing in the summer shifts from like the Long Island for Belmont and Aqueduct
Right.
in Queens. In the summer from July through September, racing moves upstate New York a couple hundred miles to Saratoga, and now you got this old track that's been there since the 1800s, nestled in the up towards the mountains in this area, secluded, beautiful area, vacation area, and racing goes there for a couple of months. It's like a magical place.
Right.
But when I was up there, who I saw was, do you remember David Cassidy from the Partridge Family?
Yeah,
he's another one. What a lot of people don't know about him is he's a tremendous horseman, owned horses, and he's a staple at Saratoga. He's dead now.
Yeah.
But he'd be up there all summer long, every single day at the track, and I saw him up there. And
wow.
A lot of people don't know about him. You know, his big love was horse racing. And I think he bought his first horse while he was still on the Partridge Family in his early 20s, back in the 70s, and he never got away from that horse racing. And he spent all his summers at Saratoga.
Yeah, I love horses. Whenever I go to Texas, I always go riding. CM Chicago Muscle did do a good thing, you know, and so did you, MRE. You know, I completely forgot about it in my fury yesterday, but I'm really going to try and not do that anymore. I was like a raging lunatic. Hey, Bay 8. Hi, NB. How are you?
Hey, NB too.
Buster Jaime says Lee Cole should have stood up for you. He disappointed me. No, not really. I mean, you know, me and Lee have like rolled in the dirt. We're cordial. We're okay. You know, I didn't expect him necessarily to stick up for me. I didn't really expect anyone to, you know, because, you know, I've been battling him alone for so long. I didn't really think about it, to be honest. You know, and when Chicago Muscle came in and did what he did, it did take a lot of stress and pressure off of me, you know, and I liked the way he was using Tony's own words against him. He didn't tell any lies on him, you know, he just showed Tony being Tony, you know.
Josie, I got a question for you. Do you think you're talking about, you know, these people arguing with each other. Do you think there's some shows out there, if you want to call them shows, that they depend on fighting to keep their show going? Can anybody just do a show without worrying what somebody else is doing on their show?
Well, you know, one thing Nikki Blade did say yesterday that kind of resonated with me is, you know, and Joey Bayates was also correct in what he was saying, which was, you know, the case with FBI, it's gone so far, there is no recovery for that. You know what I mean? There's
if I was in that boat, what I would do is just start over in a new genre somewhere else, maybe where you don't even know your other, you know, your old subs, and build from scratch.
I'm not going to do. Yeah, he's not chasing me out of nowhere. He can kiss my ass.
No, I'm not talking about you.
About him.
Maybe somebody else that's in, in over their head. Maybe they want to start over. You're doing just fine.
Well, not what Nikki Blade said is, even there is no coming back. There are no truces. There's not going to be any of that. Everything has gone too far for that now,
Mhm.
However, what he did say is, we should all be able to coexist, and just kind of not even acknowledge each other, which is really the way to go with it. But the problem is FBI's show is about going after people and bashing people. That's all his show's about. So how he would manage that, I don't think he could. Everybody else can go on and do other things or talk about other stuff.
It's not that easy to go on and do other things and talk about other stuff. I mean, it takes
because
research.
he gets the numbers and he gets the views, and that's what people want to see. So for him to stop going after people or whatever, I think would be more difficult. And even me with if I do a show and it has no bashing or whatever, then I'm not going to get the views and subs that I normally would get. But so Nikki Blade had a point there, though. We should be able to coexist. But the problem is he's so hated that he just ruffles people's feathers. People can't stand him, and you see why. You can see why.
Because you got a guy like, we'll go back to Jeff Nadeau again. Like he just goes out there and he puts out content followed by content followed by content. And
right.
You would think that would be the gold standard or the way to go.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you would think, you would think, but I think that he
and even Jeff Nadeau, I think he's got. How much material can he possibly dig up going forward? I think eventually he's probably going to have to go in another direction too, because you don't have any new mob stories, and how long can you keep talking about the same guys over and over again?
Right. I mean, there is that, but then there are a lot of guys that were, in the mob that we haven't heard of. He's talked about people I've never heard of before, and they have some quite interesting stories. So, I mean,
then you have the UK mob stories that you talk about sometimes.
Yeah, and I need to kind of get back to that. I'm going to get back to that. I knew several of them, and some of them have interesting stories, and the way they're treated is very different to how people are treated here. Yes, so Tony bullying a lady for a color when he would never say that. No, I know what made me laugh. I did have a good laugh. He said on Tony Soflo's show, yeah, all my black friends understood. They were behind me. They weren't offended by me calling Josie what I called her. I laughed about it. I thought, I bet. He's such a liar. Jimmy Calandra. Hi, Jimmy. How are you doing?
Jimmy! Hey, Jimmy, how's it going, man?
Yeah, hi, how are you? What's up, David? Let's see. Doo Brown, BK, what's up? I don't know that was the real Jimmy Calandra. I don't think so. I don't know how to check. I'm not. I haven't got YouTube up because YouTube tends to interfere with my sound. So
it would have been good to see him and say hi. Geez.
Yeah, I don't think it was. I don't. Who knows? Nikki Blaze thinks he will play good cop while Soflo is bad cop. Yeah, somebody did say that, and we brought that up yesterday. But he said that's not the case. Because when they first came out, I thought they were doing a show together. I didn't think it was a separate thing. But the thing that I'm finding really annoying about it, and I'm letting it go, I'm not going to keep harping on about it, but what annoys me is that Tony Soflo, that he plays dumb, and Nikki Blade is kind of playing dumb too. They're not. For example, when FBI he slated Nikki Blade all night long. He took that video down now. And Tony Soflo didn't have anything to say whatsoever. Now, if that's my friend of 30 years, you best believe I'm going to be saying something. Well, you saw me go into like a rage yesterday over Chicago Muscle because I think he's being treated unfairly, totally unfairly, you know. So I find that very odd. I find it odd, you know, when I was talking to Nikki Blade, he kind of said, well, you know, Tony Soflo is like a runaway train. He's 100 miles an hour. But if I were him, I mean, I'm the type of person, for example, you know, if that had been me, I would have been pissed that Tony Soflo didn't defend me or have anything to say at all. You know, I'm not saying he has to cuss him out or berate him or anything like that, but I would have corrected him on some of the things he said about Nikki Blade. If you've been friends for 30 years, that's what I would expect. I defend friends that I've known couple of months, you know what I mean? So that's what I don't understand. But you know, I'm not even going to bother trying to figure it out anymore. Whatever they're doing. Whoever they want to align with, they can align with. That's their business.
Josie, who is this guy, Chicago Muscle? I hear that name being thrown around. Does he have a show? I'm not familiar with him.
Chicago Muscle originally was a subscriber. He was in FBS's chat. He was in Tony Pizza's chat. Tony Pizza actually gave him a wrench. And what had happened is when Tony Pizza started with the racial stuff, Chicago Muscle got out of there and gave him his wrench back. And he said, I don't, you know, condone that, you know. And then Tony Pizza was really like going in on me with all these disgusting names. And Chicago Muscle ended up making a channel and going after Tony Pizza. And what he did, essentially, he systematically got rid of his, you know, subs. You know, the guys that were paying Pizza, he kind of went after them one by one. And he almost set up like a rogues gallery, if you will. And he showed each person that was sending Pizza money and kind of backing him in his rhetoric. It wasn't just about race. You know, everything isn't always about race. It was also what he said about the 9/11 victims, that they deserved to die, that their families, the money that they got, you know, some of them got millions of dollars or whatever. He was jealous of that. He said he couldn't give a shit about any of them. You know what I mean? And then
I remember that. You know, that's when I still had the Mob Show report. I remember.
Right. You know, then he went on, you know, he was going after other women. Nobody's off limits. Tom LaVecchia, he wishes, you know, Tom LaVecchia's wife is having a baby and he wished the baby would die or be born with some type of abnormality.
At this point, I would just not pay attention to somebody like that. And you know the guy is crazy about you because he might put you down and say all these racial things or talk about your looks. But on the other hand, when you give him an inch of attention, the guy's like kissing your ass. He's all over the place. He's like, oh, yeah, we're going to spend the rest of our lives together and for each other. So you know where he is on that. I mean, so, but hey.
I don't know.
You know, God bless him. Hopefully he gets, you know, he does well.
Okay, NB, great job on all your work. Class act lawyer friend for 2 years. Yes. Yeah, they are. They are. And, you know, for Soflo to go after MRE and Chicago Muscle, and, you know, I don't think he mentions MB too much, but, you know, they're all doing, you know, FBS said, I'm the only channel that helps people. You know, name a channel that does. You know, nobody can name a channel. You know, and I named him a couple, and MRE's one of them. You know, oh, MRE, I watched that Lauren girl. What the?
Hey, Sonny Money.
Tell me that girl isn't looking after kids. Oh my God, there's this girl. She's a pedophile female that says little kids ought to be having sex. Now, MRE goes after people like that. You know what I mean? As well as, you know, his other stuff. But I watched. Oh my God, that girl's insane. Yeah. FBS is a flipper, so why waste time listening to him? He's weak and too soft. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You know, he's not worth my time. At Jimmy Calangi, you're either public or you're not. What does that? I don't know.
Yes, Anthony Elios, I mentioned that David Cassidy did pass away. I'm aware of that.
The last pizza.
Thanks for checking in.
The last pizza video is the biggest woe is me. Is a manipulative tactic. No one cares. Yeah, and I think you know, he's got those puppies. Oh my God. If anything happens to those puppies, I'm going to go to Florida and kill him. Hi, Roberto Wilco. Actually, Al, I'll be right back in a second. There's something I need to do right quick. I'll be right back.
Okay, Josie. Hey, good morning, guys. Teresa Murphy, MUA. Good morning, Teresa. Florida Derby winner. Jeez Christ. Now I'm not going to look that up right now. I know the winner of the Wood Memorial. I don't give a shot to win the damn Derby.
Okay, sorry about that. Now, I just want to say... Sorry.
Go ahead, Josie.
Okay, there's this guy. His name's Jason R. Smith. And he said he's been watching for like 9 months or so. And he comments, and I never respond to him. I've tried, Jason, if you're watching. And I saw your comment the other day. And what happens is when you make a comment, there's no option to reply. For whatever reason, I can't reply to you. And when I try to, and I tried to reply on my phone, and I tried it on my desktop, and it doesn't, it says error. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if that's my end or your end. But I do see your comments, Jason R. Smith. I have tried to reply, and it just won't let me for whatever reason. So I'm not ignoring you on purpose. And thank you for watching for this whole time. Okay, so I just wanted to get that out of the way. I had to write his name down, and I left it in my purse, and I forgot about it. But yeah, I try to respond to you, and it just won't let me for whatever reason.
And here we are live this morning, Josie and Al. Where is Kelly Ripa and Ryan Seacrest? This morning. Here we are.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, yeah, they better watch out. We're coming for them. Buster Hine.
We'll take their jobs.
Yeah. MRE, I agree. How does one question valor if they can't see the guy? At the same time, no one should accept Chicago Muscle's word on that without showing his face. Well,
does he show his face, this guy, Chicago Muscle?
No, he doesn't. But
why not?
Well, you know,
I can see some people not showing their face for whatever reasons, privacy or whatever. Maybe their jobs. They don't want to, be seen out there on YouTube. I can see that as a valid excuse, but he doesn't. Why doesn't he show his face?
Well, he said, down the road he's going to do his own channel or whatever. He's going to do it on his own time. At the moment he doesn't, and I don't think it matters whether you show your face or not. I
gave that more thought, and there have been people that have lost their jobs because of their YouTube channel, and so
right. And you know good and well if he showed his face, if MRE showed his face, if NB showed a face, they would be after their jobs, their families, their this, their that.
So I don't have a beef with the face stuff anymore. I was just curious.
Yeah, I think that's kind of getting old now. Show your face. It doesn't matter, at the end of the day. Exactly. They don't show their face for a reason. And I showed a video yesterday of the reason why. In fact, let me see if I can pull it up. The reason why people do not show their face. Hang on. Cancel. Okay, hold on one second. There's a reason why people don't show their faces. And
personal preference.
Yeah, and hold on one sec.
I'm still amazed at the other guy, the guy that over in Ukraine. Yeah, he not only showed his face, had his name out there, and then gets picked up by the secret police. So, yeah, there's a risk involved.
What's his name?
Gonzalo Lira. Yeah.
Yeah. Hang on.
Yeah.
I kind of got a bit turned off him when he was doing the, sending money. I guess people sent him a whole bunch of money.
Who's that?
What's his name? Gonzalo Lira.
Oh yeah. That's crazy, and I think a lot of it is for the money too, because he said one day he says, this is before he was picked up by the secret police. He says, you know what? I'm going to give something back to my audience, all the people that have been watching me. I'm going to have a live chat show, and it's going to be a super chat show. And if you send me a super chat, I'll answer your questions. So basically, everybody gets ignored except the people that sent him money. And they were coming in. It was like $100 here, $50 there. And this guy has 150,000 subscribers. And, you see some of these shows out there nowadays. It's like, oh, we're up to 250 viewers. During his show, it's like, oh, we're at 10,000 viewers right now. And when he goes live, and these people are sending money.
Al, let me play this. This is why people don't show their faces, okay? I'm going to play it for you.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, God, you're right on the money here, right on the spot.
Yeah, today.
She is diagnosing people on YouTube, talking about what they have wrong with them. I mean, Jody, if you made me mad today instead of making me laugh, do you know how many people dig into people's pasts and shit and send me info? I'm talking about every kind of fucking piece of information on a human being and what I'm capable of doing with that information. Like, if I get the chance, Jody, I'm going to ruin your life. Honestly, I am.
Your name's Josie.
If I get the chance. And I'm going to start asking people to really dig into you, what you do, where you work. I don't care if you're a contract worker and you get to pick where you work. We'll do everything we can to let them know, what you're doing online, honestly. And use all these videos against you and do as much damage to you as possible. No matter where you go, North Carolina, London, no matter what. I'm going to really start fucking digging into you. Really, just for...
yeah. So... that's why.
So what's that supposed to mean?
That's why
you ignore people like that. He didn't even get your name right. He called you Jody. What is he, crazy?
That's why people don't show their face. So if you can imagine MRE, Chicago Muscle, NB, any of those people showed their face, what do you think that beast would do? What do you think he would do? He's doing that to me, and I show my face. You know what I mean? So, that's why they want them to show their face.
My heads up on that would be, don't even bother with people like that. Don't give them the time of day. Don't watch their show. I mean, geez.
Right.
Surround yourself with good people, not.
Right.
Yeah. Don't give them the damn time of day.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't watch your show. Don't respond. You don't have to.
Yeah. No, and that's right, and that's what needs to happen.
MRE, Buster, hi me. Hi, Buster.
Already, I've been, the captain. Okay. I'd like to see a Sienna and Mr. Potato Head video. Those were a big hit. Tons of people loved those episodes. Yes, I guess so. Yeah, so maybe it's time for one, huh? I won't be able to do it this week, though. Oh, my God, I'm going. So maybe I can sort something out when I get back. Yeah, I haven't done one of them in a while. Edward Jimenez. Hey, Joe Della Mora. Blessings, my little friend, always. Okay. Buster Jaime. Yeah. Okay. MB. Hi, Rami. How are you? Good luck in the show, Uncle. Oh, we're getting rid of that. Stop that, Rami. I hope everyone is okay. FBI wouldn't let Shanna argue with Josie because women arguing look trashy. You know, all I have to say to that is, you know, he gave Nikki Blade the other night some advice. And what he said to Nikki Blade was, you know, if you don't want me talking about you or coming at you, then you have two choices. You know, you can shut the fuck up or, you know, carry on. And, you know, basically right back at you. You know, Shanna has a choice. She can shut the fuck up. That's it. You know, if she had nothing to say, I wouldn't have anything to say. You know, it's really that simple. But she doesn't get to get up here and say whatever she wants and not get any comeback. No. Well, not from me anyway. I don't know about anybody else. They called me a pedo, and yeah, exactly. I mean, they've called Chicago Muscle a pedo, mob rats.
Just ignore them.
Me and NB are men, Chinese. I mean, any crazy crap you can think of. You know, they've said.
People that pull that crap are losers. They have nothing going for them in their lives, and if they weren't talking trash, they would have nothing to say of value at all. And,
right. David said he enjoys your channel, Al.
Hi, David. David, yeah. Good to see you, David. He has a lot of good things to say in his comments. Thanks.
Yeah. So, okay, let's see. 9, we put aside. I hold no hard feelings. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know. Rat Sink is the man. Also, my brother, Chicago Muscles, #1. Okay. Well, I know Nikki Blade is a good guy. Maybe not fair to put him under that umbrella. No, I'm not putting him under any umbrella. I'm just saying that.
I'm not familiar with Nikki Blade at all. So
yeah, I'm not really that familiar with him or Tony Soflo. But from what I've seen, from what I have seen, you know, I've come to my conclusion, and that is there's something very weird going on. I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it, but there's something very weird and odd going on here. You know,
weird dynamic, right?
Yeah, it's a weird dynamic. They're both kind of, you know, Tony Soflo totally plays dumb, like he doesn't know anything that's going on, really, when he does. You know, clearly he does. And then, you know, Nikki kind of, it's just kind of odd the way, I don't know. It's just, I'm done trying to figure it out. I'm not even going to try and figure it out.
What are the point of their shows? What does their show bring to the table? What kind of shows do they do?
Well, I mean, so far,
is there a given topic, or is it just shows about other people?
Well, they had said at the beginning, what I thought was they were doing like giveaways. Tony Soflo was going out, you know, showing people around Florida. He took people on a party bus, you know. It was kind of, and I guess they were doing gadgets and things. I'm not really
kind of like a blog show, like a personal blog show where they kind of take you around and show you what they're doing for the day.
I guess kind of, and you know,
okay.
Well, it was cool. Kind of fun. It was kind of fun. The first couple of shows. Then
some of those shows really take off. Yeah.
Well, then it went left. He started going in on FBI and Lee, and then, you know, that switched up, and he's now going after Chicago Muscle, MRE, and, you know, all of FBI's enemies. So it's kind of like just a strange thing. I don't know. That video raving about FBS just makes me go harder. Yeah, it makes you sick. It absolutely made me sick, that video. Yeah, that's possibly right, Mob Rats. You know, Nicky's a good guy with a really bad friend.
Tony Pizza is online. I thought his channel was taken down months ago.
And B says,
I haven't seen him since December or something when I had the old show. But yeah, he's still back. Are you still around?
who?
Tony Pizza?
Yeah, he's still knocking around somewhere. He's got two
Oh, okay.
puppies in his car now. He's got two
Oh.
puppies, and you know good and damn well he's not taking care of. They don't. They shouldn't be in a car. Definitely not. And it's hot as hell. Hell no. NB said Al would clean his clock. Remember?
I've never been in a real debate, so I don't know. But
remember that time you were going to clean MRE's?
Yeah. MRE's a good talker. I'd be up to, I'd have my hands full.
Oh, that made me laugh. Yes, I understand what you said, Warren. Well done. Just Josie. Now I'd suggest ignoring him. Oh, yeah, totally. I've got too much going on, to be. Yeah, hope you're good. Okay. Hey, Adam. Hi, Mobland. MRE, bro. Bless you. I'll film The Last Supper, please, soon, and we'll let you know. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Your man is right, Josie. Thank you, Adam. Grazie, Rami. So, Rami, you're doing a movie on The Last Supper? How many bumps does SoFlo take before? I don't know. No, I don't think he's on it. I just think he's like maybe a little hyperactive, but that was kind of different. He's got a lot of energy. And so when he first kind of came out, I thought, oh, this is different. But it's now turned into a shit fest, frankly. And I'm tired of trying to figure it out. Ben, my life kicking cans. I agree. Nikki Blade is as straight as they come. Yeah, I mean, out of the two of them, I think Nikki Blade is more laid back. He seems more of a thinker. He had some interesting, thoughtful things to say yesterday. And, he's easy to talk to and whatever. But there's just something I can't put my finger on that's just odd, about it. About the whole thing, really. I'm not sure what it is. And I'm not even going to try and figure that crap out.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything of his, so I don't know.
Right, yeah. Don't bother watching any of it either. It's not even worth it. Al is a straight talker, aka ladies man. He would teach you a thing or two about.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were gonna do.
It's been a while since I did a relationship show. I did one show where a guy wrote to me where he's having trouble with his girlfriend. She didn't trust him every time he was on his phone. It was a 2-part thing, but yeah, I got to get back to some of that. Lately it's been the Gonzalo Lira tour.
Yeah, because we were going to do a relationship show.
Yes.
Remember?
I don't know what we're going to do.
Age, May, December relationships. Remember?
Stay tuned, everyone.
Yeah, May, December. What's the cutoff? For women and really for men. Walking.
What is that? What's the cutoff?
He's gone against FBI. I like tiny pizza. So who has? I don't know. Me and Josie went at each other, but once we made up, she's been like, of course, yeah. I mean, oh my God, that was something, wasn't it? David, let them know they don't know fungal.
Anthony Ramondi, good to see you out there, brother.
Yeah. Oh, that's a fake BK? Is it? David Odie. See, I don't know who's real on here or not, frankly.
That's crazy. You got fake names or fake accounts.
A few of us.
You think that was the fake Jimmy Calandra before?
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Emory. Yeah. Oh, I just saw one now. Hold on. Yeah, I didn't see any. Thank you, Anthony. He says fungal.
Josie, is there any way you can drop my super chat, my Cash App thing down below in the description? I'm just kidding. Okay.
Yeah.
Please,
great. I'm sorry. I didn't.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, no, I'm a little bit behind in the chat. Thank you,
Wow.
Edwin. Thank you.
Good job, Edwin.
Thank you, Mob Rats.
Rob Rats
How do you mean the other-
Exposed, man of the hour.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Oh,
He
I'm
puts his
way,
money where his mouth is. I like that.
yeah, I'm way down. I'm way. Oh my Christ! Hang on. I'm sorry about that, people. Hang on. Let me just move down. So, is that all of them? Oh
I
my
don't
God.
know. I saw one for 1,000 a little while ago.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry, people. I didn't see those. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you, Mob Rats, and everybody that has sent. I thought I saw Nikki in here too, but it might not be the. It's hard to tell who's real in here, who isn't. Other than people,
It's tough to keep up with that stuff, and I know that it does. You get in the conversation and it flows, and we're in StreamYard. We're not actually on YouTube, so you're not going to see those super chats or whatever pop up. So
Right.
so you have to stay on top of them.
Yeah, Mob Rats Exposed. I have contacts overseas in a certain other community. Salute. Oh, hey Jesse, how are you?
Jesse.
Yeah, I texted him because I wasn't sure if he was even.
Moderator extraordinaire.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if he was even up, so I was like, "We're going live, but it's okay if he couldn't because it is Sunday and it was kind of early." Jesse, that means he's going to get Joey Dimes to make a fake account and dox people. That's always their go-to. Absolutely. That's all that happens there. Let me get down further because, yeah, I'm sorry, people. I was way behind. Yeah. So, okay, Edward, thank you, Florida attorney. There were no ventures. It was a troll dream.
I'll tell you what. I'm just going to go back to Gonzalo Lira for a second.
Yeah.
To do with what's going on right now, catching up with the chat. When this guy just goes live and he has like 15,000 people, it's just a scroll that the chat is just moving. It's like, how can you even participate in chat?
Oh, does he have to pull any of them up, or does he?
He has them up on the side, and sometimes you see the super chats popping by, but you can't even read it. It moves so fast because he has over 10,000 people watching at a time, and so can you imagine actually doing chat like that? And here, even you have a bunch of people, and it's like scrolling. It's tough to keep up.
Yeah, that went like I didn't realize how far back I was.
It's so easy to fall behind.
Keep an eye on that. I know. I need to watch that.
No, sometimes you can't. You just can't. You got to check in and walk away and come back.
Right.
It's very tough to do a show with a chat when it's very active and you can't get to everybody. Otherwise, you just end up having no show. You're just trying to catch up to chat, which is,
Right. Edward Jimenez said, for marriage tips, I'm at your service. He's been married over 45 years.
Good job, Edward.
Wow. Congratulations.
Now that's great, 45 years, but you know what? To be a comment and do a show on relationships, that's really not a good thing. You're probably better off with somebody that's been involved with a lot of people over the years and dealt with a lot of different types of personalities. Maybe you're not like in a winning relationship that lasts forever, but at least you have more experience to weigh in on different situations and how to handle different ones. So, but that's a great job to be married 45 years. It means you found the right one. Good job, Edwin.
Yeah, wow. Griffin Mostra says, Mob Rats, did you see the Bay 8 show last night? He openly threatened to dox and attack that guy Grant. Who, Bay 8?
Who's Grant?
Grant Calder. He's from Scotland, actually. And he'd been gone for a minute. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but he's back now. And he came on after after I got off, apparently. And I heard a little bit of back and forth, but I didn't get to see it. So
now you're going to dox a guy from Scotland? Jeez, goes right.
Yeah,
there is no limits, no mileage limits.
Well, no, FBI did that. He went and got like a whole bunch of pictures of him, apparently.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what he was
Who
doing.
would take the time to do this? It's
Yeah,
crazy.
he
And
did.
for what? You don't even know the person.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't know the whole what happened there, but I know that he went and got a whole bunch of pictures of Grant, and I don't know if he put him up or not. I'm not sure. But there's
Enough
something,
already.
yeah, something happened there where Grant was off for a minute, and then came back. 45 years. Now that's a man who can do time. All kidding aside.
Yeah.
Do you think
Chain.
I don't know, do you think you could be with somebody for 45 years, Al?
I haven't been able to. My longest relationship was like 12, 13 years, my ex-wife. Other than that, I'll go 6 years, or I could put together years, but even then,
Right.
just still haven't really found the right combination at the end of the day. But at 45 years, I'll never be able to be, my age now, unless I live to be over 100 something. I'm not going to be with anyone 45 years.
Right.
And I don't see it happening, the 45 years. But it happens, What do you think, Josie? Could you be with someone 45 years?
No. Well, maybe. I'd probably kill him in a week. But no, I don't know. I just can't imagine, I guess if everything's good, like they say, time flies when you're having fun. You know what I mean?
You know what? I think if you can have 5 great years, great sex and a great relationship for 5 years, and if it falls apart, those are 5 great years. I think that's a long time. I would even think.
Right, and I think sex plays a very big part in it because
it has to be there. None of these friendships.
If that's gone, there isn't anything, is there?
No, there isn't. Otherwise, it's just convenience things. Oh yeah, I got married to my best friend. Give me a fucking break. Yeah.
Ron Tran says during the part where Nikki said he would dox Grant, La Vecchia played that Tony Pizza thing using MRE profile pic to get onto Bay 8's show. It was weird how it all happened with those guys. Okay, so wait a minute. So Nikki said he would dox Grant, not Bay 8. Okay. And then Tom LaVecchia played that Tony Pizza thing using MRE profile pic to get onto it. Was I'm not sure what happened there. Tony Pizza pretended to be MRE. Is that what happened? I'm gonna have to go back and look at that. Grant Calder will always be true to his beliefs and code. Oh yeah, for sure.
I guess this guy Grant is a heavyweight out there. Everyone knows who he is. Jeez, okay.
Yeah. I wish those 2 guys would quit all the sneaky bullshit and just be straight up. Yeah, Captain. There's just, I don't know what it is. It's an inner thing that I'm feeling. I don't know. It's just weird.
Do a documentary on that.
On what?
On the dynamics between those two.
Yeah, it's just
behind the scenes. What's the story? What is it?
Yeah, I am writing a book, so we shall see.
Mickey Mantle forever, the Mick.
Yeah. Florida attorney.
I think he's the longest home run in history, but 563 feet.
Florida attorney said, my longest relationship was 45 minutes. I just always seem to lose interest after the money.
You got the 45 going there. 45.
He's so stupid, that guy. Oh my God. Oh my God.
You know what, Josie, going back to the 45 years, I do know some people that have been married almost that amount of time, so it does happen, and it looks like Edwin hit it out of the park, just like Mickey Mantle, with finding the right partner.
Yeah,
I would have to think that would be tremendous. I'll never experience that in my lifetime, but
yeah.
I
No,
think that is just terrific that Edward's been able to find the
yeah,
right
I think
one. And yeah,
I think it's like a feat. I couldn't imagine.
yeah.
Anyway, look,
And for them, it's probably not even like work. Well, I guess it would. Any relationship takes some amount of work or negotiation, but yeah, to have that's
yeah,
just
45
amazing.
years.
It's great.
Wow.
Yeah.
LaGrifta Nice just says Grant Calder went on and basically said what everyone with the brain was thinking. Oh, and that reminds me. So another reason, I was busy making something to eat and I got a phone call. And that person said, Grant Calder, what, you know, I'd left my computer on so I could kind of partially hear it, but I didn't really know what was going on. I heard some back and forth going on. So that person said to me, what Grant Calder was saying was 100% correct. Now, I'm not quite sure exactly what he was saying. I'm going to go back and look at it. But yeah, that's what they said. That Grant, whatever Grant was saying, was 100% correct. I don't know what he said, so I'm going to go back and look at it.
When's the first time you saw Grant Calder out there, Josie?
What now?
When's the first time you saw Grant Calder out there? I've never seen him out there before. Is he
Yeah,
very new?
I think he's been around a while. I can't remember now. He's been around a while. I mean, I think
Longer than 3 months?
yeah, I want to say that. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm not sure. There's a 5-minute clip.
Is he one of the good guys or is he one of the troublemakers?
No, he's one of the good guys, as far as I know. You know.
Okay.
There's a 5-minute clip of that whole Nikki Blades Lavecchia using MRE avatar and Tony Pizza thing on that Leanne Coleslaw page. Okay, so I'm gonna take a look at that too. Yeah, I hadn't. So Josie has a show but knows nothing about what's going on. Well, listen. You know, yesterday I was kind of occupied or preoccupied. You know, I'd been on. I do have to eat and go.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, good job, Josie. What are you going to be sitting there watching these stupid shows all day long?
All day long.
You know what I love? You know what I
Right.
love? Somebody's watching a show for 3 hours. They've been there for a 3-hour show, and they say, "Oh, what's his name is going on?" And they're going to go on for another 3 hours. Oh, we'll go see you over there. See you in their chat room.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't always catch everything, you know. And like I said, I heard the little dispute with Grant Calder and Nikki Blade, but I didn't really come and watch it because guess what? I was hungry, you know. I needed to go to the bathroom, you know. I mean, oh my God. And as far as this Tom Lavecchia using the pizza thing, no. But I'll catch up today. You know, I'll take a look.
And you don't have to catch up today if you don't want to.
Right, it was a Tony Pizza.
But if you really need to, Josie, I would make sure I have my cell phone with me at all times. So if you go to the bathroom or you go out to eat, you can be listening to what Tom Lavecchia has to say.
Exactly. Oh, Pizza's quit YouTube again. It's the 5th time this month or this week. Hi, Teresa. How are you? He wants to get Joe's.
Hi, Teresa.
Who wants to get Joe's attention? Zio, he's probably quit 12 times. Yeah. He always does these very long, drawn-out goodbye videos. You know, he'll say, goodbye, I'm getting off of YouTube. And then, like, 2 minutes later, he's right back. Let me just get rid of this on here.
Or the old throwback. I wasn't planning on doing a show today. Yeah.
Okay, so Ron Tran said, for 5 minutes, there was someone using MRE's avatar on Bay 8's show. The person tried to play Tony Pizza voice clips. I also heard briefly Lavecchia's laugh. Oh, okay. So it was a joke, really? Yeah. Wait, that was Tom that called in with the pizza recordings. How do we know that? I don't know. I'm going to have to go back and look at that. He made the mistake of laughing for a couple of seconds in the background, and you can hear it was as Pizza was talking. Oh, my God. Al Grant has been around for a while. He's a good kid. He's been around since the mega of this Fangool thing. Yeah, I want to say that the video FBS did about Nikki is still up. Do you know Nikki went after FBS first? Nikki even said it. Well, the video about Nikki was taken down, apparently. I guess he's put it back up. I mean, who cares? You know, yeah, I mean, from what I understood, they both came out of the gate going after FBS and Lee, you know. So, yeah, I know that part. And that's what I found quite confusing. You know, and I'm not saying FBI shouldn't respond. You know, if he wants to respond, that's on him. You know, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is he did a whole video on him. He trashed him through the whole video, you know, along with everybody else, like he always does. But, you know, his main focus was Nikki Blade. And I didn't understand Tony Soflow's reaction to that, considering he's been his friend for 30 years. I would have thought, you know, I'm not saying, oh, he has to go after FBI and bash him and this and that, but I would have, you know, a little bit of the rod of correction was needed in that moment. That's what I'm saying. You know, Mobrat says, Grant has been with me a long time, great guy. Yeah. Keep up with the storylines or don't have a show commenting on
Who is this guy, the captain?
Captain, you know, oh dear.
Seems very critical. Well, who knows?
Well, you know, no, the captain.
What you're talking about? How can you have a show? And
yeah, the captain is like that. You know, he's very critical. You know, it's okay for him because he can sit there all day looking at every single thing that's going on. You know, other people can't all the time. You know, so I apologize, Captain, that I don't know every single thing that's going on, and I'll shut my show down today. Okay?
Yes, our sincerest apology, Captain.
Yes, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me, Captain. Okay. Now, Carlos. All right. So, a couple more, and then we're getting off. The best line from Tiny Pizza was that Sonny Francis used to have him on his lap at 4 years, feeding him bacon. Well, I think on Tony Soflow's show, he shortened that. He said he could have been 3, then he could have been 2, and then he could have been 1. Who knows?
Who knows?
That kind of change.
An adorable thought.
Okay, Nikki was being a gentleman with Grant, but Grant kept screaming at Nikki. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen it. I'm going to go and look at it later. Okay, Captain.
Screaming at Nikki? Were they actually on live together talking?
Well, we were all on Joey. After I did my screaming, ranting, raving video, then I
didn't see that, Josie.
No, I took it down.
I'm as bad as the captain. No.
Yeah, how dare you not see it? What?
Yeah.
You know, you need to watch every single thing I do. What are you doing? But anyway, no, I took that video down because it wasn't a good look. I shouldn't be up there screaming, cussing, ranting, and raving the way I did. You know,
well, you can send me the video if you want to.
No, I got rid of it. It's a horrible. I shouldn't be doing that, but you know, every once in a while I can't help it.
You know what? One of the things I love about you, if you like taking down that video, you could say, "Hey, I don't like that. I really shouldn't have done that." Some people can't admit when they did something that they shouldn't have done, and
right, exactly. No,
when you took it down or not, and I'm the same way. You know, I can admit when I make a mistake, and some people just can't.
Well, here's the thing.
You know, I had a girlfriend. One of my last girlfriends. It was a long-term relationship, and she told me, "I'm never wrong. I'm never wrong." And I started to tease her about it, and then I saw the look in her eyes. She was dead serious. She doesn't think she could do anything wrong. So, and some people are like that.
Well, you know, the thing about that video,
yeah,
I stand by everything I said.
Okay.
I stand by it 100%. What I shouldn't have done is, you know, it was the delivery. I was screaming, ranting and raving, cussing like a sailor. but I meant what I said. You know what I mean? So
You can't do any better than that. Yeah.
right. You know, I shouldn't have been ranting and raving. I should have been calmer and just delivered it, you know, in a calm manner. But I was so enraged because I just finished watching Pizza on SoFlo's show, and SoFlo kissing Pizza's ass, kissing FBS's ass. I was enraged by that, you know, and just listening to the lies that Pizza was coming out with. And
well, you know what? Sometimes the rage is the best way to get the point across, you know? So it doesn't sound like you really did anything wrong there.
oh, yes, I did. No, I was screaming, ranting and raving and cussing up a storm.
Okay, I didn't see it, but
I you know, it wasn't a good look, and so I took that down, you know. But I stand by what I said. Anyone that saw it or, you know, clipped it, whatever, I stand by that video. It's just that the delivery of it, I shouldn't have been cussing and carrying on.
Yeah.
Right. So, great golfer makes racist comments about Josie, then comes in her chat. Oh, I haven't seen him. Who's great golfer? I haven't seen anything. FBI is always right. Everyone is always wrong. This is Danny. He had to betray his buddy first.
Hey, Danny.
Yeah, I mean, you know, look at everyone that's been around that guy. You know, nobody, it can't be everybody else. You know, he blames everybody else. It can't be all these people. Not all these people can be wrong. You know, Robert said Grant might be right, but he wasn't respectful. Nikki was respectful and then got pushed too soon, and then it was on. Okay, well, I'm going to take a look at it, but while that was on, I did get a phone call, and they said, you know, what Grant's saying right now is 100%. So I don't know what they're referring to, because like I said, I have to eat and pee. But you know, here.
I love those people that when they do admit they make a mistake, they disguise it something like this. You know, the one thing I do wrong is I'm too kind to people, or I give people that don't deserve a chance you know, a chance.
Right.
Kind of, you know, admitting to crazy.
Right. And yeah, I'm just going to update you all on the book. I'm about a quarter way through, which I had said the other day. And anyone out there that's creative, that wants to maybe design a cover, I'm looking for someone to design the cover now. Of course, you'll be paid for it. So, you know, send me some of your designs, thoughts and ideas. I thought maybe a bunch of clowns in a car, you know, falling out of a car. I don't know. That's just one thought. But yeah, so anyone that's you know, creative and wants to design the cover, my email is in my about section. Just email me, and you know, I'm gonna get that on and cracking. Okay. I never liked to work with my parents, taught me how to scam. Everyone is respectful while they're screwing you. Yeah. I think that's just the way Grant speaks. He wasn't trying to be disrespectful. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have to look at it. Oh, is Uncle Zio in here? Ciao, Uncle Zio. Come and stay. I will cornhole anyone who goes after the troll army. I will cornhole Mickey Blade for what he did to Grant. Josie, FBI makes a lot of comments about your appearance. I think you're beautiful, and his wife, half your age, and you smoke her. Thank you, Italy. Thank you for that. Yeah, no, he always said, you know, you're jealous of Shanna. She's 30 years younger than you, and blah, blah, blah. There's nothing to be jealous of over there. Nothing. A zero. Okay. I do okay. Thank you. Grant wasn't being disrespectful. He was just playing the game and play stupid for conversation's sake. Grant just called him out, and the guy started threatening him. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go look at it. Oh dear. Redzilla, I'm sure you're correct, but Nikki is a real hacker, so Grant should be careful. Grant called her his brash and 100% honest in his delivery, whether you like it or not. Yeah. Yeah. He said, I rage better than anyone. I'm like a lunatic. Can you guys talk about that true story out of Texas where the guy has been arrested multiple times for having sex with horses? Oh, no, Florida attorney. What's wrong with you? Oh. BK says Tony Pizza called Josie a tranny and a silverback gorilla. Then Tony Soflo gave him an FBI platform. You know, that's the thing. Listen, they can platform whoever the hell they want. You know, I don't care. But to pretend that you don't know what you're platforming, that's what got me mad. Because I sent Tony Soflo and Nikki Blade, I do believe. No, it might have just been Tony Soflo. I sent the videos, not all the videos, just a couple, to show him what pizza was all about, right? So to get up there and pretend that you don't know. And then he's saying to him, well, what about if you just apologize? What?
Get the hell out of here.
How many apologies has Tony Pizza? I'm never going to say anything racist again. 10 seconds later, you know. And the thing about it was, yeah, I mean, Tony Pizza has apologized to me many times over these months. But what he does is he's okay for a week or so or a few days, and then he's right back to doing it. And you see, the problem with Tony Pizza is when he's calling people the N-word or whatever it is, you know, even if it's, you know, his homophobic side, whatever it is, he thinks if he's not talking about me, let's say he called I like the N-word, okay? Now, because he thinks because he's calling I like the N-word and he's not calling me the N-word, that I shouldn't take offense to that. You know, no, most black people will take offense to whoever you know, if that's how you're speaking. And he doesn't kind of like comprehend that. So yeah, I get it. You know, Italy says, so Soflo's looking for clout and trying to build his channel. He's a goof, number one, and not even pay attention to him. Okay, now, Grant's the last person is scared of internet stuff. Yeah, I mean, Josie, can you send me a link? I'd like to say hello to you personally. Sure. Do you mind, Al, right quick?
Not at all.
I'll just let me see. I'll put the link in the chat. Copy. Yeah, we'll do that. I'm doing it right now. Paste. There you go. Okay, did it go? Yeah, there you go. I've dropped the link. No chance. Great golfer. Have you seen the views? Dollars for a distant glimpse of a figure. I don't know what that means. Okay. Okay, I've dropped the link. Okay, Carlos, David, yes, thank you. I'll reveal the secret history. Oh, Auntie Marundi said he will reveal the secret history of MobTube for $29.99. Wait a minute, no horse porn segment today. Are you kidding me? Oh, God, this Florida attorney, he's too naughty. He really is. He does make me laugh, though. Nikki Blade called Pizza on his racism. Nikki's a doctor. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, absolutely he did. You know, so, no, and he said yesterday he feels, you know, Tony Pizza is a racist. And he is, you know. But at least he says that. Tony Soflo acts like he doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't understand why people think Tony's a racist, or, you know, he acts like he doesn't know anything. No, Nikki Blade definitely, told Tony what he thought of him. And Tony got like demented, I thought, for a minute. No, he doesn't comprehend that whoever he's talking about, as long as he's not talking about you, then he shouldn't be upset. That's what Tony was saying. But Nikki was saying, well, that shows in your heart who you are. I saw that part. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, FBI said that Josie doesn't have anyone in her real life, so she has to come here to make friends. Okay. He's jealous that no one on here likes him. All the important people of MobTube love Josie. Thank you, BK. Oh, he's crazy. Oh my God. Great Golfer is probably Tony Pizza's real brother. I haven't seen this great golfer. David, would you pay 30 quid for a secret history of MobTube? I can surely write 300 pages or so. You see him grimming like a child with his top falsies. Oh, I know, that's too funny. When Tony Pizza does the, he's there grinning. He likes people to see his new teeth. Okay, Edward. Let's see. Edward? Hi, how are you? Can you hear us?
Josie, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, Edwin.
You're kind of freezing. How are you?
Hi, Josie.
Hi. How are you?
Great. My respect to you. Y te mando muchos besos, un abrazo y muchas bendiciones. And Mr. Straight Talker, you have my respect. You're a very decent man.
Thank you, Edwin. Good to see you.
Can you hear me, Josie?
Yes. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Thank you. Yes. You look very smart. Did you go to
You have a
mass?
friend? Yeah. I go to mass every day. I'm an old-fashioned Catholic.
Okay.
My parish priest, when I was a young kid, was Father Louis Gigante. He was the brother of the Chin.
Oh, really?
Father Louis Gigante in the Bronx.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, I don't want to. I'm sorry.
No, I said, wow.
I can't hardly hear you.
Okay. Yeah, you're kind of freezing up a little bit, but it's very good to see you.
Okay.
You look like $1 million bucks,
God bless you. I'm sorry.
I said
I can't hardly
like
hear you.
Say it again.
What?
Oh, I said you look like $1 million bucks. Good to see you.
He said
thank you.
Very smart.
Muchas gracias. Well, you have a true friend in me, okay?
Yes, thank you. I always read your comment. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You, Josie, you have all my respect, okay?
Thank you. Thank you. All right, you have a good weekend.
We'll keep in touch.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Have a good one, Edwin. Good to meet you.
Bye-bye.
Okay, Josie. Mucho beso.
Adios. What is it? I forget what they say. Is it Qatar? Oh no, that's how's it going. Okay, see you later. Okay. All right, people. So we've been on close to an hour.
Hour and a half.
Oh, we have?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Okay, hope
one of those 8-hour shows.
Food, more backdoors. Oh God, Florida attorney, you're a naughty man. Anyway, okay, people. So I'm gonna get going. Have a good rest of your weekend. I got to go and buy a couple of things for my trip, and I haven't even had breakfast yet. Actually, I need to eat something too.
Yeah, me neither. You woke me up this morning. Hey,
Yeah.
Josie, thanks for having me on. A pleasure as
Yeah,
always.
it's been great. Yeah, it's good to see you. And I need to do something. I'm going to try and get something done with Denise McClendon. Remember, her daughter was found hung. They're having a protest on Wednesday in Houston outside the police station, and she's been like threatened something chronic, you know, as far as not to go there. She sent me a lot of clippings, so I may be on a little later to catch up, you know, so we can catch up with her and see, you know, what's going on there, or if not, probably maybe tomorrow, because you know, I've got a couple of days before I leave. But anyway, thank you all for joining me this morning. Thanks
everybody.
Yeah, thank you everyone for the super chats. Honestly, I'm so bad at that. I was so far behind the chat, I didn't see it. But thank you everyone that sent super chats. I really appreciate it, and I hope you all have a great weekend. See you later.
See you later, Josie.
Okay, bye-bye.
Have a great Sunday, everybody.
Yeah, hang on.